Selling your home in a COVID world. There are lots of precautions in place. The Canadian Real Estate Association, the Ontario Real Estate Association, all brokerages, we've all jumped on board, and we want to make sure that this is a very safe process for both buyers and sellers. What you will see is most places will only have 30-minute showings. So you will have your agent and two buyers. So usually a husband and a wife, maybe a kid and their parents, whatever it is. So 3 people max in the house, preferably no children. It's really hard to maintain watching the children and making sure they're not touching everything. Everybody is asked to bring a mask for sure. Some people prefer to have gloves. We provide hand sanitizer and wipes in the house. The sellers are always instructed to leave all the lights on, leave your doors open, and the buyers and their agents are instructed to not touch anything unnecessarily. Don't use the bathrooms, that sort of thing. So I think that's probably one of the biggest changes, is just having those 30-minute showings for one party. In the past, it's kind of been a free-for-all, right? A house goes on the market and 15 people book between 5 and 6, and we're pretty respectful of each other, and we will wait our turn and whatnot. But it's kind of, you get as many people through as possible, and now we're just not seeing that. So it is a longer process, a longer day, if you will, for our sellers, because your half-hour appointments do back onto each other. So, but again, it is for the safety of both the buyers and the sellers.
From a buyer perspective, how do we, protect our buyers for COVID? We number one, ask that they wear a mask. So, being around myself, I'm around them, etc. But what I'll do is, bring hand sanitizer, bring a Clorox wipe, and what I do ahead of time is I go in and I open the door, wipe down the lock, et cetera, in the door frame. Things areas that people will instinctively just kind of touch, just kind of out of habit, right? Not because they actually need to do anything, but they just kind of instinctively put their hand in.
Like going up the stairs.
Going upstairs. So the first thing I do is I go around and I do make sure that all the lights are on. Sometimes they're not. So I have my Clorox wipe and I wipe the switch, turn on the switch. Wipe all the handrails going up and down the stairs, all the banisters, etc., all the doorknobs, make sure all the doors are open, so that my buyers can go in and see stuff without having to touch anything. We'll do the showing, and then when they're done, I do a walkthrough just in case they did touch something. I ask that they hand sanitize before they go in, and then we hand sanitize when we go out afterwards again, just to make sure that everybody is looked after, and we're addressing all the risks that possibly could be there.
And on the note of open houses, in phase 1 and phase 2, open houses were not allowed. Phase 3, they are technically allowed. Do I think it's a great idea right now to be bringing lots of general public through your home? No. There are some people that are doing open houses, and I'm sure that they have their own controlled environment with that, and I think that that's fine, to each his own. But I don't think that it's something that all of the Canadian Real Estate Association should get on board with right now. If somebody's really interested in your home, you don't need to offer it for sale on a Saturday and Sunday between 2 and 4, right? If somebody's really interested, they're going to reach out to us. They're going to reach out to their own realtor, whoever it is, to bring them through and book an actual showing. So I don't think anybody should really be concerned about the lack of Saturday, Sunday open houses.
Generally speaking, open houses aren't going to be your big massive source for buyers as it is anyways. It's an additional avenue, additional resource, or a way for you to get exposure to your house. Agreed. You don't want to necessarily cut something out because it only gives you a 3 to 4 or 5% chance of selling your home. If you did that with everything, you'd have a 0% chance of selling your home, right? So it is important to do them when the time comes, but right now I wouldn't say that it's that you're missing out by not having the open houses.